ask for much, just be honest with me. So that's Jason Mraz with Be Honest. And honesty, let's just jump straight into it. It's so simple to say, yes, be honest. Why is it a problem? How does it get tricky? Well, humans are very complicated beings, and we have feelings, and our feelings get hurt very easily. So how do we navigate being honest and not hurting people? For me, that has manifested in a very tricky way when entering relationships. Because I am female and I've, been socialized as a female, we're constantly told that we should, diffuse conflict and minimize harm. And there's, an intrinsic part of our being where we want to protect people and protect people that we love. But how I come to have problems with protecting people's feelings is that sometimes that is more valued than honesty. And if I rephrase that sentence, that means that I don't say the truth to protect other people's feelings. Lying might be part of it, or omission might be the major part of it for me. But constantly, for like the last 5 years, I've noticed myself not saying the truth, not saying how I feel, not speaking in the same open manner to my partner as I would my friends. Why? Because my default setting is to keep everything calm, reduce and diffuse conflict. But so why is that a problem? Like, it sounds like a good thing. The problem is that A, I was putting my partner first, B, I wasn't being honest to myself. And by not being honest with myself, I wasn't being honest to them either. So I was omitting the truth, and essentially I was lying to myself. So when you find yourself in a relationship and you're not happy, why aren't you happy? So many times it's so common for people to just end a relationship and the person who gets left feels like, well, I have no idea what happened. And the person who leaves usually doesn't communicate their feelings. It literally comes back to communication. But so often we can't be honest with ourselves. So how do we expect to be honest with someone else? Cheating is a lovely example of that. If you felt desire for somebody else, why didn't you? Why couldn't you? Why didn't you feel like you could? Say that. It never just happens. So cheating is actually an issue with honesty and communication. So, how do we get over this? Protecting people's feelings, being honest, because you want to honor yourself and the person that you're with. Well, I think as I've restructured my values moving into relationships from here on out into the future, honesty is one of the main pillars, one of my main values. And it certainly ranks higher than the other person's feelings. So, that doesn't mean you can just go around pointing out observations and you're like, oh, I honestly feel that way, you're a bitch. You're going to get your night, totally punched out. Yeah, okay? Don't do that. Honesty with kindness and compassion, and trust that your partner will be able to receive your honesty. If they're going to judge you and criticize you and condemn you for that, well, then forget it. Move on to the next. But if you can both hold honesty at the highest esteem and appreciate when your partner is being honest, despite your own feelings, despite your hurt, despite your rejection, despite your emotional reaction, that's when you know that value is being held to the highest esteem and you actually have a relationship worth building on. I have a really nice example. When I was 19, my partner came to me and said, I'm thinking about sleeping with other women. Before anything happened, little 19-year-old me, I was gutted. Felt like I'd been stabbed, crying. Why aren't I good enough? What did I do wrong? How can I be better? Wah! But what I see now, that was a total act of respect and honesty to me, honesty to himself, which I really value and appreciate. I didn't get it back then, too young, didn't have the emotional intelligence. Now I do. And I feel like I was given the biggest respect through that action. So, honesty. Can you prioritize it over protecting your partner's feelings? Because in the end, what it will lead to is a strengthened relationship, much better trust, and a deeper level of connection. It's so fucking hard, but try it. I swear, your relationships will get better. Try. If you fuck up, try again. Also, Scout the Rider, you know where to find me. Have a great day.